Hey everyone, I hope you're doing well and that your families are safe. If you watched episode 7 of my series, you might have heard me mention the next video was going to be an exciting video. Well, this is it. Although this is not going to be part of the series directly, it is indirectly to help me learn to become a better PKer. So without further ado, I hope you guys enjoy. So this is actually going to be added after I already recorded all the clips that you're going to be seeing in a bit. I just thought it would be actually worth noting that I made this account. It only took actually, I think maybe 7 days, like roughly, maybe not even. It was actually really easy to do. For anyone who's wanting to get into PKing, this account build was so easy to make with very little investment. I only paid about like 4 mil for a bond, and then I told myself I wanted to make it as budget as possible. So I only gave myself, I believe, either 1 or 2 mil. I believe it was actually more 1 mil. I had 1 mil for supplies, training, and stuff like that. And that 1 mil got me 44 prayer. So that was like 400k right there. However, you do not need to get 44 prayer. I think most optimally is to just have either 1 or 31 for ultimate strength. Protect item really doesn't matter in free to play, as I soon found out, because if you're protecting the rune 2H, you're pretty much risking nothing. And I mean, you could do it, but a lot of times people even ask me if I'm protect item, but no, the only reason why I got 44 was mainly for, I thought for some quests that I would probably need protection prayers because I'm not really good with 1 defense, and then eagle eye for some fights. It does make it advantageous, but I mean, PKing is all about trying to, get the edge, right? The only downside is that you get 1 to 2 combat levels depending on the prayer level. The only quest that I really did was Imp Catcher and Witch's Potion for early mage levels, so that I can actually use magic for some of the quests that you need to actually kill some stuff. In that case, it would actually be Witch's House. You have to kill the experiments, so I use Witch's House, or I use Mage for Witch's House. Then we also did Waterfall quest with the HP that you get from Witch's House, Tree Gnome Village as well, and that gave us 40 attack. The attack we didn't train at all after we had 40 attack, and then the strength I pretty much just trained after Waterfall quest with Sand Crabs. I was using a 3 spot for most of my training, and then the rest of the time was pretty much just range. I was just using Mithril Arrows with a Magic Short imbued once I had that unlocked. Before that, I used Mithril Darts because those are the cheapest. At the time, they were like 8 GP. Now they're rising up to about like 13 GP. The reason why I didn't want to cannon this is because I actually wanted to have a decent amount of HP, because if I had a low HP, especially since this is one of like the newer times that I'm PKing on a very low account, 1 defense, I told myself that it'd be better to have higher HP than to risk it and go with lower HP. And the setup is pretty much very similar to what a normal pure at this combat bracket would use. And you're going to actually see it in the clips that you see. It's very standard. It's just a coif with a leather body, green dragon hide chaps with the vambraces as well, leather boots, any kind of cape, maple short bow with either mithril or adamant. Adamant is obviously better, but it can be a little expensive, and I was running on a very tight budget, so that's why I actually even swapped out to mithril at one point. Amulet of Power or Amulet of Strength, both are fine, but Amulet of Power gives you a bit of more edge. However, it is more expensive. And then in the inventory is just Rune 2H with Strength Potion, and then the rest is food. Other than that, that's pretty much it. The combo is super simple, and you can actually see in the next clips. It's a very straightforward combo, not like, your regular members PKing where you have a bunch of clicks and you have a bunch of switches. And I know this kind of intro is a little long, and I didn't want it to be that long, but I thought it was worth noting in case anyone is interested in trying to become a free-to-play PKer. And the great thing is you don't have to spend the bond to PK. The only thing is you do need some money. In the end, it's actually really fun. It opened up a whole new kind of perspective to the game for me. For the first time, I actually managed to spend so much time on an account and enjoy playing on the account, because I felt like most of it is grindy, but PvP is much more variance because not every fight is the same. All right, we finally begin the PKing journey here. This is my very first fight. You can see I'm a complete noob. I have no idea what I'm doing, and he's telling me to get my skull, and I'm trying to not look like a noob. And the way I did it was I was like, yo, what are you risking, man? So I don't know if he believed it, but we finally get the fight going. I was pretty nervous. I was like, I really don't want to die on the first one. At least don't die on the first one. So here, we're just going standard combo. And then he pulls out some random trash. I'm like, what's going on? So we're fighting, right? I'm like comboing him out. I'm doing pretty well on food. I was like confident, right? I'm like, yo, what's going on? and he tells me he freaking forgets his arrows. I guess he had a fight and he forgot to replenish his arrows. But first fight, draw. Not bad. And here we go with the next fight against Cowturd. Here we go. Oh, I'm getting ready. I'm getting ready for the Rune 2H. Come on. Let's do it. And comboed. Look at me trying to eat. Look how slow my reaction time was. And you know what? I was like, all right, let's get a rematch going on. Like I can't go down to this Cowturd guy. I was majorly disrespected by this guy, right? So I was like, all right, let's go rematch. Because I had a combat level advantage. I thought maybe I could, hit him real quick with a 1-2, bam, bam. So here I go, going for the whack, boom. He ate really well, and I chanced him. He chanced me, and look at that. My reaction time so slow, I died again. That's 0-2. So shortly after, I finally get a fight, and I think I started recording mid-fight because I don't have the clip of me starting the fight, but you can already see this is very early on the fight. And, I'm doing pretty well. I had to eat here and there, got my prayer replenished, so I definitely have the edge, right? And he does a really bad Rune 2H switch. And I'm like, all right, this is my chance. I hit a 42. Oh my god, I'm going for the kill right there. And I get 21 smacked. What?
Oh, fuck. I can't believe you've done this.
It's all good. I was like, you know what? I'll start another fight. And this guy calls me a safer.
Okay.
Even though I never go over like 30 because I know he can combo me for like 40 because I think his max is like 20 something, right? Look at that. He keeps calling me a safer. I'm not even safing. All right. I'm like, whatever, mind my own business. And he hits me for 13. I just eat up to like about 30. Actually, no, here I stop eating to 30 because he's like safer. But that was my fault. I think he was doing that on purpose to get into my head so I wouldn't eat as much. And he keeps telling me don't eat so. Look at that. He hit me for 29. I had 1 HP. 1 HP. All right. So, anyways, these are just the kind of people you meet in PvP. Anyway, the fight goes on, and we're pretty both low on food. I only had 3 swordfish, and I wasn't trying to eat as much because I was like trying to save this. And it looks like he's out, and he starts running. Look at that. The guy who calls me a safer starts running. He starts eating up, dude. Yeah, you better run. So I'm just minding my own business. I'm like, let me look for a fight. And out of nowhere, this guy starts rushing at me. All right. It looks like free to play also has rushers, right? And, I'm like, let's fight this guy. In the end, look who's running, huh? Look who's out. Yeah. The freaking rusher is out. Yeah, get out of here, kid. Sit. So here we are, back again. Burst Cowturd. The notorious Cowturd. The one and only. All right. I was like, you know what? I just want to win one time against him. I'm 0-2 against him. I just want it to be 1-2, just one kill. Just I just want a kill at this point. And it's against Cowturd. I'm like, yo, come on, I can do this, right? I was like trying not to panic. I was trying to eat. I was like, come on, let's do this. Just as I think I'm about to get the kill, I'm out of arrows. Look at that. I'm freaking struggling. I should have ran out here, but you know what? I was like, I can do this. And bam, right there. All right, whatever. Who cares? Cowturd, you're up 3 kills. All right, it doesn't matter. I still had some Rune 2Hs. By the way, it's worth noting I had 10 of each set of gear that I had. So 10 coifs, 10 Rune 2Hs, 10 everything, okay? And at this point, I think I was down like to 6 or 5. I don't even know who's counting my deaths, right? And we're actually getting a rematch with this guy. We actually versed this guy before, and he ends up running again. So you're probably thinking, is he ever going to get a kill? What's the whole point of this, right? The whole point is I'm trying to learn, right? And look at this. Bam! Look at that! We got our first kill. Yo, I was so souped. I was mad happy. Got a Rune 2H. I got the arrows, adamant arrows. I was mad happy. We finally got our first kill. The first fight back, and I actually forget to record. And smack! Yeah, look at that. 12-22. So stupid. And another death. On a lighter note, this is actually pretty wholesome, actually. I was fighting, and I had this genie, and I really didn't want to miss the genie, because who wants to miss free XP, right? And this guy actually goes into the safe zone and tells me, get your genie. I was like, dude, what? Like, that was, honestly, this was just, I'm lost for words. He was such a good guy. So I thought after that whole genie spiel that we might want to restock on food and stuff like that, but we were pretty healthy on our inventories because we only like just started the fight and then the genie popped up. But here things are looking pretty good for me. I'm hitting really high, double 38 drop, and then 46 into the rune to 8 switch, and then we get the kill. So that was a really good fight, really nice switch by me, and finally we got another kill. So this is actually going to be the last fight of the video. I actually want to know if you guys can predict in the comments below whether you think I'm actually going to win or lose this fight. Alright, so no cheaters. You guys better have your comments right now because the fight's about to end. Let's see how I do. Come on. I'm going for the whack and 21. Yeah, okay. Yeah, we're finally at the end. I'm sure you're wondering throughout the video, when will this torture end, right? In all honesty, even though I died multiple times and it may be demotivating, recording this was so much fun. I actually got to play RuneScape without it feeling so repetitive. I've been holding off editing this video for a while since there's so much to look through and so much I recorded. The fights seem like they're back to back, but actually finding a fight takes quite a while. There's going to be some major changes coming to the series, Road to Tor Vesta, so be sure to be subscribed so you know what those changes are. As far as the account, if you have a good eye, you could have seen that I trained my range up to 73 from 50 or 60 or so. And there's a good reason. Anyway, I don't want to spoil too much, but I really hope you guys enjoyed the video. Expect to see other PK accounts or builds. If you did enjoy the video, please drop a like and a comment on what you like. Make sure to be subbed to be up to date with the series as well. I hope you guys stay safe and stay blessed. I, in the, and I